West Virginia. It is believed that these hallways still echo the voices of thousands of screaming patients that once called this place home. Tonight, two paranormal investigative teams will battle each other in a high-stakes challenge to see who can capture the best paranormal evidence.
Here we go to play with Lily.
I love the smell of EVPs in the morning.
This is Paranormal Challenge, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Something just flew past me.
Go. You spent your whole life screaming for help. Well, help is here.
Two teams.
Dude, what the?
One night.
Please help me.
One haunted location. One winner. For the ultimate in bragging rights. Within these walls is where hell really existed for these human beings. You can feel that energy.
Zach Bagans, the Paranormal Challenge chairman, is also lead investigator and co-founder of the highly respected and award-winning Ghost Adventures crew.
Listen.
He has completed hundreds of investigations, working with the world's renowned paranormal researchers and scientists.
I chose these teams because they show no fear. This is a great matchup. Girls against the guys. I'm really just excited to see who's tougher, because these spirits are not going to back down.
Appalachia Paranormal, based in West Virginia.
The name Appalachia actually means the people on the other side. My name's Jeff Griffith, and I'm the lead investigator for Appalachia Paranormal. If things get to a more malevolent level, we can take it there.
My name is Matt Klein. I'm the second investigator for Appalachia Paranormal. If there were tragic events, such as here at Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, I want to know where, why, how, as much as possible.
My name is Tony Wright. I'm the equipment tech for Appalachia Paranormal. I want to make sure equipment's handy. When they need it, they get it, and that we're ready to roll.
Equipment tech doesn't do him justice because he's also just as much an investigator.
Two teams are going to be committed tonight, but only one is coming out a winner, and that's Appalachia Paranormal.
Gals Paranormal, based in West Virginia.
There's not a lot of people out there that's ballsy enough to do this type of work. And if you are, you have to be serious about it. And we are very serious. I'm Andy Joyce. I am the lead investigator of Gals Paranormal.
She's our go-getter. She's the one with all the energy.
My name is Stacy McGrew. I am the second investigator with Gals Paranormal.
She's my right-hand gal. If we need to put her as bait by herself, she's not scared of anything.
My name's Jackie Horn, and I'm the equipment tech.
You know, we all have an equal role in the investigations, but I'm the one that knows how to turn on the camera.
They're all guys, we're all girls. Anything men can do, girls can do better.
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is unlike any other mental institutions that are still standing and in existence. There's been an upwards of 50,000 reported deaths. You can feel that.
For over a century, patients at the Trans-Allegheny Asylum, once referred to as the Weston State Hospital, endured some of the most barbaric indignities in America. Originally built in 1864 to hold 250 patients, by the 1950s, it was overflowing with over 2,500 beds.
The electrodes are applied and the first shock is given.
Renegade doctors gave patients electroshock therapy with impunity. Lobotomies were conducted on patients every day without anesthesia.
He drives the point through the orbital plate, and at a depth of 5 centimeters, he strongly elevates the handle of the instrument, often fracturing the orbital plate.
These savage injustices took their toll on the patients, who committed murder and suicide all over the manicured grounds. Now shuttered, it is believed thousands of unavenged spirits remain trapped behind Trans-Allegheny's decaying stone walls.
Teams, welcome. Appalachia Paranormal, the guys against literally the gals. I want to introduce you to Rebecca. Rebecca owns this place.
Trans-Allegheny expert Rebecca Jordan will take the teams on a walkthrough of the locations. The information gathered here will serve as a guide for both teams that they will later be judged on in their investigations.
Before I release you, she's holding a book. A very special book that gives me chills It details a big majority of the deaths that happened within this building.
Names, occurrences, everything. It's absolutely amazing.
So maybe she'll let you look at some of that information to possibly help you win this challenge. Are you guys ready to walk through this place? Oh, yeah. Rebecca, take them around, tell them all about the history, and I'll be seeing you guys later.
From this board, you'll often hear stories about Lily. We believe she's around 9 years old. We're not sure if she was admitted with a patient, if she was admitted as a patient, or if she was a nurse's or a doctor's daughter. They've seen her supposedly with dark hair and a white dress. The room behind you is actually where she plays, but we just know that she still roams the halls searching for something. Now, right over on this side, you're going to hear about old Ruth. She was here for about 23 years, unfortunately. She had a permanent psychosis. She was very depressed. She was manic. And she was permanently confined in what was called a feeder chair. And it's something like a wheelchair, except for you have a bar across the top where you can eat. We're about to enter the Civil War section. It's the oldest part of the facility. To your right is the original kitchen and the pharmacy. In this area, you're going to come across Jacob Ayers. Now, Jacob was around 29 to 30 years old when he was first admitted in 1892. He had a lot of problems, primarily with drinking and depression. This is a scene of a very gruesome crime. It involved 2 very violent patients and 1 mentally challenged patient. What the 2 patients had done, they had strung up the other patient by a sheet. They threw the sheet over the pipe, and they kept pulling him up, hanging him, and then as soon as he'd pass out, they'd let him down. They'd put his head on the ground, and they'd put one of the beds on top of it, and they jumped on top of the bed until the bedpost actually pierced his brain. Right now, we're at the end of Ward V. Now, we had a very different type of experience in this room. It's the only place in the facility that we've had a possession type of experience. It was right behind me against this closet door. Now, what had happened, the lady had come in here. As she leaned against the door, she felt herself kind of slip away and something come into her body. Now, she wasn't able to move, to speak, or anything, but one thing that she does recall while she was in it is she saw people walking around in old Victorian-type clothing. It's a very interesting experience, very unique to this particular location.
With the competition set to begin, Zach gets each team geared up with the most advanced paranormal detection equipment for tonight's challenge.
Teams, how you doing? Whoa, it's like pink explosion over here.
That's right.
Guys, quick question. Are you guys triplets?
Yes.
No. Matching shoes are really cute.
You like that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Teams, each of you are going to be receiving the same exact pieces of equipment. 2 night vision camcorders, 1 thermal imaging camera. You will get a millimeter that measures for electromagnetic energy and temperature. You also get a full spectrum still camera and a full spectrum camcorder. You also get 2 digital recorders apiece. So you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
The spirits here like energy. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they like. That's what they sense. That's what they're going to feed off of. Teams, wait for my signal. Suit up right now, and we'll see you in a little bit. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Teams will conduct their investigations simultaneously. Appalachia will begin in the north end and the Civil War wing, and Gal's Paranormal will begin in the south end of the 3rd and 4th floors. Strict time constraints are designed to push each team to the limit. They will only be given 2 hours to complete part 1 of the investigation, then switch locations and continue investigating for 2 more hours in part 2. Teams will be judged on overall teamwork, technological proficiency, historical knowledge, and audio and visual evidence they are ultimately able to capture. Tonight's judges are 3 of the country's most notable paranormal experts.
Very violent, very scary, and very dark.
Dave Schrader, acclaimed paranormal conference lecturer, co-author of The Other Side, A Teen's Guide to Ghost Hunting, and host of the wildly popular internet talk show, Darkness Radio.
Now, what did they hear? Did you hear that too, Bill?
Yeah, it was like a banging.
Bill Chappell, a skeptic, an electrical engineer, and creator of the Ovulus, EM pumps, and the PX device.
Is she going to remember to go to that room?
I think so.
Awesome, though.
And Chris Fleming, an award-winning medium appearing on numerous television shows and a paranormal conference lecturer.
As always, Big Dave Schrader, my chief judge. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing fantastic.
Bill, you're going to be watching Appalachia Paranormal, who's starting in Zone 1. Chris, you got Gals Paranormal starting in Zone 2. Judges, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
All right,
Ready.
let's ask the contestants if they're ready. Appalachia Paranormal, are you guys with the matching Converse shoes ready?
Ready to go.
Do it.
Gals, are you ready to start?
Yeah!
I think that's a yes. All right, the portals are open. Let the challenge begin.
All right, let's go.
2 hours, judges. Start right now. Remember, we're judging them on the use of history, technology, and also teamwork, how well they're working together as a team. Let's go, Appalachia, audio up.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this opportunity, and we just ask that you would provide your protection for us. We thank you for that. Amen. All right, guys, let's do this.
Get that camera on there.
What was that?
You hate Matthew and Tony? Is that what you're saying?
The teams are being watched by robotic cameras that we have placed all around the building, also some static cameras, and each team also has a handheld camera operator following them around, and then a camera utility audio guy that's following him. We're going to be able to hear all the audio from the teams as they're investigating. We also have all of the cameras that you see here on this screen. This is a full functioning nerve center. I call it the Batcave.
If there's anyone here with us this evening, I have a device in my hand that measures electromagnetic energy. Lily, honey, if you're running around here, you don't have to be afraid of us. I know we're a couple of big sweaty guys right now coming in, but we promise we're not here to do you any harm. Lily, honey, are you just running around all of us, just kind of playing?
That's what I'm kind of feeling like. It's like she's just running around.
Lily's a small girl. We believe she's around 9 years old. She still roams the halls searching for something. We've heard it's her mother. Just a very sad story.
Are you playing tag with me? If that's the case, can you come over here and see if you can run by me real quick and tag Matt? Can you do that?
As an electrical engineer and designer of a lot of equipment that we use, what are the spirits doing to cause this device to react that way?
Well, you know, everybody's got a limited amount of a capacitive field and a charge. Either you'll give off or attenuate. As something comes close to the antenna in that device, it'll sense that change in those fields or static charge or EMF and drop it off. So
the use of technology, which is your department, how are they doing so far?
They're doing real well.
I had a great uncle here named Romy Kidd, who also had a son here named Sherman Kidd. If any of the spirits here know who Romy and who Sherman are, I would be more than honored if you all would tell me anything you know about my great uncle and my great cousin.
Mandy is actually trying to relate to them on a very, very good level by communicating and talking about her own relatives that were once patients here.
We need any sign of the spirit world to come talk to us at this moment. You can talk to any of our devices.
My heart is beating out of my chest.
Here.
There's a lot of on in here.
Listen, here.
Chris, you're a psychic medium.
Right.
How can spiritual energy do that to you? Can it, once they come into contact with you, you can take on their personality?
Absolutely. They can affect your emotions, even if you're very stable, cause you to get irritated or agitated, which I just witnessed and I was making comments on. And then right after, she began to recognize it wasn't actually her, it was something else that was causing it.
I feel like I'm going to pass out, but that's okay. That's what happened in here. I'm good.